Welcome back to EMagazine. If you're just joining us, it's time for E-Trends, where we look at the trending conversations in the business entertainment sector. Now, joining me today to break down the conversation is the one and only Kiwo Maole. I hope I said it right.
Yes.
Yay. And he's a writer, he's a commercial model, he's an actor, and he actually just released a film, Checkmate, that we're going to talk about. How are you doing today?
Very fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for making time to come join us.
Thank you for
Now,
having
of
me.
course, before we jump into the conversation I have for today, I need to get to know a little bit about you. You can tell me about Checkmate. Let's just start off there.
Oh, a little bit about me.
Yeah.
Wow. Where do I start?
Anywhere.
So, for me, I've been in the industry over 10 years now. I started way back as a set runner on a set called, we used to do a show called Tabasamu. I started through a mentor. His name is Alfleti Mgendi. He saw me and took a risk. Like he said, I see something in you. So he trained me through the ranks from, I used to be a clapper. Used to clap the board, the sled board.
Oh, the one, action.
Yes, that one, throughout. And then I did sound, I did art. I settled on lighting. In the film industry, I'm known as a gaffer. A gaffer basically lights the set. So that's, I can see the highest role on a set, just being able to light people. Because in film, we say without light, you can't see. So light sets the tone in terms of if you want it to be best in a certain time period. You know, you'd use candles during the Elizabeth years. If you want it to be a comedy, if you want it to be an action, light would paint that template for you.
I feel like I'm in a one-on-one film class right now.
Yes, so that's me, gaffer. So that's what I've been doing throughout. And then now I'm morphed into camera work. So I've been doing a couple of shows here, there, from series to short films to TVCs, and it's been quite a good journey until now, whereby now I have my own company, Kiwo Films, where we invest in other up-and-coming filmmakers. We get to help them create, because for us, what happened when we were just in the industry, we used to try to create, it would get very expensive even to get equipments from lights, sound, camera. But now knowing the know-how, we've simplified things even for the other people who are willing to join and learn the craft. So that's my work, just to mentor new people who are coming into the film industry and impart knowledge, because I was mentored well.
Wow.
I've passed through 4 hands of mentorship from Alfleti, Wafla, Walter Odhiambo, Francis Odhiambo, who's a guru, film gaffer guru in Kenya. He's well known. He's rarely even in Kenya. And Chris Royo, at the moment, he's doing Selena. So my journey has been quite interesting.
Great. It's such an amazing summary there. Now I want to get to know about the film Checkmate and the reactions that you've gotten from that.
So far, the reactions have been 50-50, comme ci, comme ça. So there are people who are on the end like, this story is not that good, the script is not that good, and then you have those who are like, wow, man, this is my story.
Yes, exactly.
So if you watch the trailer, it says, this is your story. So it's more of pieces of each and everyone's broad in terms of as a filmmakers, as creatives. There was a time, a topic where was trending, which was pay creatives, like a month ago. So that also like added to this, the template of Checkmate, which we are talking about three things in Checkmate. The bigger one being money, which now comes with the name Checkmate, the checkmate. And then we have sex couch casting, whereby, you know, you exchange sex for a role. And then we have colorism, whereby women with lighter or
skin color get the better roles as compared,
and you have the dark ones being put aside. So I feel like the film has communicated that, because from the reaction, everyone was getting triggers, even from our comments. I've enjoyed very much the feedback from people.
That's amazing. Well, I do urge our viewers to go check out Checkmate, get to see their story, because as you mentioned, it's your story, not just your story, literally.
Their story. It's on YouTube, like it's for free. Go watch it. 44 minutes, just fly by.
Enjoy it. We need to support our Kenyans, you know, you get what I mean. So I'm just going to jump into our conversation for today. We'll just start off by looking at how coronavirus has brought back drive-in theaters. Now, it used to be a fixture back in the 1950s and 60s, but now drive-in movies have made a comeback during the coronavirus pandemic. Since outdoor spaces are more generally less risky and each group can remain in their own car, drive-in movies have been allowed to open while traditional indoor theaters are still shuttered. It's not only happening in the global space, it is happening right here at home. Now, family and friends can have a safe and fun way to create memories outdoors, and also the cinema business gets a chance to stay in business. Now, before you even get into the questions I have for you today, Kiwo, I just wanted to get to know, what are your thoughts about drive-ins? Is this something good to come back into the scene?
Yes, I think it's a good thing for them to come back in the scene, and I think also in this time and era we are living, you find it's like guys are going back to time. Even if you look at the style and the trends, we are more of those technicolors, you know, the time I grew up watching Fresh Prince or Bel-Air. So I think also the young people, the culture, people are going back to that, and also just the drive-in is a reflection of that, even as Corona has happened. I think it's a good way of just changing the business mode. So drive-ins will be interesting because us, we didn't experience that. Our parents did, and they used to tell us stories of we used to be, you know, your dad and I met, we used to be lovebirds, we used to go, now we get to do that, and then maybe we can tell our kids stories. Yeah, I met your mom at the drive-in.
Very true. Yeah. Now, obviously, COVID-19 has affected businesses around Kenya. So many things have been hit. I don't know if you've noticed if cinemas are even playing, because IMAX is one of the, IMAX cinemas in Kenya, one of the major places that were affected. Exactly.
Yes.
Do you think if IMAX tried to take this angle of drive-in theaters, they will bring in business as compared to sticking into indoors?
Yes, they would, because the other thing, they have already an eye, they already have the know-how of the business. So I think if they morphed into that and went and tried drive-ins, it would have been a good way to go. Example, the other thing is Sauti Sol. They did their first virtual
and everyone was tuned in.
It was just crazy. Them just thinking that way and doing that, being pioneers in Kenya to do that, that was just awesome. Yes.
Well, I've heard about a few drive-in theaters here and there, but I feel like it's a certain class of people who go for it. Do you think Kenyans are not willing to try drive-in theaters, or Kenyans will be willing to try that? Because a lot of people say the reason why Kenyans do not even go to cinemas is because they don't even see the point in it. What are your thoughts on that?
For me, my thought comes from our we are mentally enslaved in that the way we think things from the West are more superior. So for a long time our thinking has been supporting more of anything from outside. We don't consume our own things, from fashion, music to movies. But now with this new uptake of movies, because when Corona happened, everything stopped. But a lot of people are creating. Even if you look just online on YouTube, everyone has a YouTube channel at the moment, and Kenyans are tuning in because the numbers are showing. So I think with the drive-in, it will be interesting to see, since Uradi, the movie which has just come out, will be premiering this, I think, Saturday and Sunday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So it will be interesting to see how the numbers will be.
Being someone who just made your own film, Checkmate, I just wanted to know your perspective in terms of, would you consider showcasing your work in such an event like a drive-in theater? Because I feel like a lot of filmmakers in Kenya have struggled to bring back that culture of cinema, for them to showcase their work there. Like, when you look at the Western space, when a movie drops, everyone is there. Tickets sell out. Here in Kenya, you find 3 or 4 people in that cinema watching that film. Is this something you try out if you guarantee that there's going to be a positive, something come out of it?
I can say, for me personally, the other thing, when you get into doing a film, it depends why you're doing it. Some people would do it for the fame, some for the money, just to plow back and get back your money. Some people would do it for the passion, like, you love it. So for me, I would most definitely put up my next film. I'll put it up in a drive-in just to see.
Please do. It will be such an exciting experience.
Experience.
And we'll forever remember that film.